Jim Carrey just showed up in Paris looking and sounding completely different.
Jim Carrey,
and it's the same thing we saw with Kanye last year. Why is it that every time a celebrity starts to speak out against the industry, they suddenly show up looking and acting different, taking back everything they said? Who was the person pretending to be Jim Carrey at the 2026 Caesar Awards?
Not my Jim Carrey.
Yeah, if they're telling you that there's no clones, the guy telling you is probably a fucking clone. At this point, I have no doubt that they've made human clones. They made dog clones. You can get your dog cloned. If your dog's gonna die, you can get the DNA from your dog, get a puppy, and it'll be eerily similar to your dog. They think including some personality traits, which is just very bizarre, very Pet Cemetery.
Right.
But if they can do that, why can't they do that to people? They can.
Days ago, Jim Carrey appeared at the 2026 Caesar Awards after months of not being spotted in public. And let me tell you, he looked completely different. This is the first time Jim Carrey has been seen in public since November of last year. And fans couldn't believe how much he had changed. His mannerisms, his skin, the color of his eyes, and even the way he talked. Everything about Jim Carrey was different. The wrinkles on his skin are completely gone, and his bone structure has also changed.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's, then I watched everybody talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards. And I was like, I'm dead.
Some fans claimed that perhaps Jim Carrey had gotten plastic surgery, but here's the thing. Plastic surgery doesn't change the color of your eyes. And
exactly. Drop it in the comments. Not my Jim Carrey. That's not my guy. Nah. And I've been seeing the comments. We've been getting an overwhelming amount of comments on this subject. Jim Carrey's talking about it, the different things that could have happened. I was never a person with the cloning theory until I seen this with Jim Carrey, and it blew my mind. So make sure y'all hit that like, hype, comment, and subscribe button. I don't like to hold y'all. Let's go, y'all.
Even if Jim Carrey was wearing contact lenses and had indeed gotten jaw surgery, the way this person talked didn't match Jim Carrey at all. For the last few years, Jim Carrey had grown tired of the entertainment industry and mentioned multiple times that he was getting ready to quit. Jim had also stopped attending award shows and at one point even called them the most meaningless thing he could think of.
In the streets, you need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
You got to admit, it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating icons, boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't get dressed up. Was that an accident? I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
Now, compare this version of Jim Carrey to the person we saw at the recent Caesar Awards. These are not the same people. According to rumors online, Jim Carrey was replaced by a clone. Jim has been sounding the alarm on what goes on behind the scenes in the entertainment industry for years now. After Diddy's arrest, Jim revealed how humiliation rituals, cult-like behavior, and couch culture were still rampant in Hollywood. This new version of him, however, couldn't stop talking about how much he loved that same industry.
There is a huge conspiracy theory about beloved Hollywood actor Jim Carrey right now because people are saying he's acting and looking very different. Did the Illuminati finally get their loudest whistleblower and clone him, thus silencing him? This is like two conspiracy theories in one, so here's everything you need to know.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower.
So yesterday, 64-year-old Jim Carrey received a Caesar Award in Paris, which is like a French Oscar. And he was just suspiciously acting out of character for the iconic Jim Carrey personality. And longtime fans also noticed he looked younger or very different. And for a lot of actors in Hollywood, that's the norm. He's 64. I support people getting work done. But a lot of conspiracy theorists who are really just diehard fans say normally Jim Carrey would never do this. His whole brand is drastically changing his facial expressions and melding his face into whatever he needs to do for his role. It's just the last person you would ever expect to do that. But what's really freaking people out and driving home the conspiracy theory is that his eyes are a completely different color now. They are green, but they used to be very obviously brown. Is it him? Is someone new under the mask? And Jim Carrey is infamous for his whole career, long time, giving very powerful speeches against government corruption, against capitalism, against those in power.
Once clips of Jim Carrey started going viral, fans claimed that maybe this was a YouTuber or prankster pretending to be Jim. Alexis Stone, a well-known makeup artist who was allegedly involved, soon proved that this wasn't true. Fans then began to take a look at hints from some of Carrey's old interviews. In one of his interviews, Jim even revealed that he sometimes uses a body double.
Now, we were talking about Jim's problem with the as he calls them, the stockerazzi.
This is the phrase that I coined.
They stalk you. He coined that. He came up with that.
Yeah.
So how do you handle it? What is the solution? Because a lot of folks would be interested in this. What do you do?
I've done this a few times now, and it's using a decoy.
I'm sorry, a decoy?
Using a decoy. It sounds so ridiculous, but it works like a charm.
Like a double.
It's fantastic.
Like a Jim Carrey double.
A Jim Carrey double.
Well, yeah, that's amazing.
So what I do is I send him off in one direction, sucks all the press in that direction, and I can just have my day. And
whatever you want to do.
Wherever I want, totally unmolested. It's fantastic.
Right.
And,
well, they say the best ideas are the simplest ones, and this really couldn't be more simple.
It really is amazing.
I'm sure it works.
Really works.
This wasn't a body double. However, this was different, more sinister. First of all, the real Jim Carrey was nowhere to be seen. And secondly, this Jim Carrey was going against everything the old Jim stood up for. In his old interviews, Jim Carrey himself hinted at his hate for the industry and revealed that people were being controlled by the Illuminati. Now, however, he couldn't stop beaming about loving acting and the entertainment industry. Things became so complicated that even other celebrities began to step in. Megan Foxx commented on Instagram about the situation, saying, "I can't handle any more stress right now. I need to know if this is real." One tweet about the situation read, "Jim Carrey was once about peace, meditation, and disclosure. This interview is why he was murdered and replaced. They gave him a choice of going to prison for his girlfriend's overdose or being controlled. He chose cloning. They killed him anyway and made him a hateful puppet."
It doesn't make sense. How do you go from this woke guy right here to
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Oh, I like it. It is a scraping.
It's the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and... Yeah, look at him trying to...
This theory...
Until you see the Epstein Files and a lot of those things that he's saying right now, that's what they did. And I've had comments on the last video of people saying, oh, it was just a comedy bit. Most comedy bits are actually disguised as comedy bits to expose the truth. And Jim did that a lot. He would do a comedy bit, but he was trying to tell you something inside the comedy bit. Let's keep going.
Might sound crazy, but some of the biggest celebrities in the industry have confirmed that this does indeed happen. Kanye West literally said that if we ever came back looking and talking differently, it wasn't him, and then we saw exactly that. Every time it's the same playbook. A celebrity becomes disillusioned by money and fame and starts to expose the reality of what goes on behind closed doors. Then suddenly, they disappear from the public for a few months and come back looking different and defending that same industry that they hated. Like, listen to what Kanye was saying before he disappeared.
It's like, we're gonna take your money, we're gonna block you, we're gonna do this, we're gonna take your life. Like a lot of, my life has been through. I wake up every day just surprised to be alive. Like, because of how many threats I got, from political to, Twitter commentary to all that, just like going through, just be like, boom, I'm exposed. Because the first step to cleaning up something is like, people be like, man, there's some smell, it just smell like that. It's like, have you checked under that couch? Nobody want to lift up that couch. And if you go to lift up the couch, the whole industry is like, stay away from that couch. Yeah. We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops in the Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So listen to him.
And then we
listen to what he just said, bro. He said his trainer was a CIA op. And they were going to, they already infiltrated his circle, and they were going to do all this stuff just because he was saying a lot of anti things. This is spooky stuff, man. Let's keep going.
all remember how Kanye was acting after he came back, everything he did with Bianca, and how he was acting differently. Allegedly, that was the people responsible for the clone trying to ruin Kanye's reputation. He was now doing things Kanye used to swear he would never do or say, and he was being painted by the entire industry as crazy. The same person that everyone used to call insightful and ask for guidance was now just another crazy guy.
The real, not the phony. The phony would clone me. Just watch how they cloned me. Hey, look at me, show me.
I was Ye, and then they started making more Ye's.
I think Kanye is a clone. I wholeheartedly believe what I'm about to say. I think there are clones, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember, he was really talking a lot. The cabal didn't like that, you know? The Illuminati, the cabal, they did not like how much he was saying. He was calling a lot of people out, and he said, if I go away and I come back and I look different, that is not me.
If I ever went anywhere, we know why.
What the happened? He was gone.
He did that because he wanted to gain weight. I would do that too. I'm going to do that next summer.
Look at him. Compare old photos of him. It's not the same person. It's not. Don't cancel me, Hollywood.
How do you think that these people would hide that, Kristen? If somebody tried to clone you, I would scream it from the top of the mountains like that's not Kristen.
You literally will get...
Oh my goodness gracious.
I believe this with every ounce in my body.
The most telling part about it was how Kanye agreed to go back on his medication. In a previous interview, Kanye said that they were trying to medicate him into silence and that he would rather die than go back on his medication. Now, however, Kanye is allegedly back on his meds and apologizing to everyone in the industry that he previously exposed. This isn't the kind of thing anyone would ever expect Kanye to do. Fans are calling this version of Kanye a clone. One tweet even said, "This is not Kanye. This is a clone." The man recently called himself the new Jesus. And I said to myself, that's it, we've lost him. But I can't ignore what my eyes are seeing. This ain't him. Fight me.
I would rather be dead, not in jail. Because I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go on mine, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It doesn't matter! It doesn't matter!
I mean, normally you just said, you know...
I have to finish the sentence.
It doesn't matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. 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 I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
Clones being used by the entertainment industry are an open secret. Every time a celebrity starts to grow too big for the industry to control, they disappear and come back completely changed. Interestingly, there are even rumors that Diddy's sentence is being served by a clone. Fans analyzed Diddy's public images with leaked images from his jail cell, and the bone structure of the person in Fort Dix was completely different.
Diddy has a clone. Apparently there's this thing spreading around where people are saying that the person that's actually in jail is not the real Diddy. Let me catch you up to speed. This is a real photo of Diddy. Notice the markings on his face. They're very prominent and they are from the real Diddy. However, in this mugshot right here, you do not see these markings at all. So people are claiming that whoever is in jail, allegedly, supposedly, is not the real Diddy. This photo always terrified me. There's just something off about this photo. To make matters even more weird, Diddy's private jet is still flying around as we speak and making stops in various locations around the world. Just a few days ago, his private jet was spotted at Auckland Airport, a spot normally reserved for private aircraft. This is from the account Celebrity Jets. They're actually tracking P. Diddy's private jet flight path. And this is when it was landing at New Zealand. And 2 days ago, it was at Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the actual private jet that Diddy owned. And you can see him getting off this private jet here. So
as for where the real Diddy is, flight records show that his private plane is in use, and on the day of his arrest, it was being flown towards the Caribbean islands. This was also the last time Diddy was seen in public, and the first rumors of a clone being used started to come out. Joe Rogan has said that the elites are using clones. We know that Diddy was one of the most successful people in Hollywood. Could his clone really be the one serving his sentence while he's on the outside?
The explosive documentary is Combs' longtime rival, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and director Alexandria Stapleton.
How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
The recordings give viewers an intimate look at Combs' mindset ahead of his criminal trial, even conversations with his legal team.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day. Perhaps. What was he intending to use it for?
I have no idea what he was doing that for.
I mean, you know, you're talking about a man who films himself doing everything and has for decades. I think he wanted someone to be behind the scenes with him.
Combs' team firing back in a statement to NBC News today, saying the Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece and that they relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. His team sending a cease and desist to Netflix. Netflix referring NBC News to a statement from Stapleton in which she said they lawfully obtained the footage.
Cat Williams also believes in the clone theory, and he claims that Jamie Foxx...
Yeah, 50 got that footage because the kid that was filming Diddy actually told the kid that he's not going to pay him for his work. So then that same kid ended up selling the footage to Netflix. The rightful owner of all that footage from the 50 documentary was the guy that was recording it. And you didn't pay him. So then he said, well, okay, you're not going to pay me. Okay, I got you. And sold it to 50 and Netflix. And so Netflix did obtain the footage legally and lawfully.
Was cloned, but the clone kept slipping up. According to Williams, the clone had too many freckles, something the real Jamie Foxx never had, and was missing a tattoo on the back of his head. He concluded by saying the real Jamie Foxx was involved in Diddy parties.
Jamie Foxx,
Yes, he was.
That nigga gonna make you watch his funeral. Nigga televised his funeral. He ain't even dead. He was just up there. Let me be specific. Anything I say tonight is allegedly, bitch. I don't know shit. I just be up here talking. I love Jamie Foxx. Let me say that. I love Jamie Foxx. But his clone ain't shit. His clone kept on messing up. The clone showed up with a face full of freckles. We ain't never even seen Jamie Foxx with freckles. This clone is stupid as hell. The clone didn't even have a tattoo on the back of his head. I couldn't believe it. I watched the whole thing twice. I still don't know what that happened was. That I did the story with, and somebody gave me an aspirin, and 21 days later, wait a minute, what? That felt like somebody gave you a dip. You got to be more specific, sir. I'm scared of all this. And they don't invite me nowhere because they know what the f*** is up. I want to see the shenanigans, my nigga.
but I do not want to participate. This one I knew I was gonna fuck with Jamie. This was having butt-naked basketball parties. And I love basketball. But I don't love basketball like that, bitch.
Rumors of a Jamie Foxx clone being used first came out after Jamie Foxx disappeared.
And I've been saying this on the channel since the beginning of the Epstein Files, that Jamie Foxx was having the same parties as Diddy. A lot of people were in the comments, no, he didn't. And I said, yes, he was. And that's a big reason why I did this reaction to this video, is because I wanted you to see Cat Williams saying the same thing that I was saying. He was having those same parties. Now take a second out your day and Google Jamie Foxx basketball party. He was having Diddy parties. Butt naked basketball. Men and women. Yes, he was having the same type of parties. That's what he's known for, the party guy. Let's keep going.
Following an unknown health issue. To this day, Jamie has never revealed what the health issue actually was and why he needed to stay away from the public. At the same time, the timing of Jamie's disappearance, lining up perfectly with the day that Diddy got arrested, is also suspicious. Jamie Foxx gets sick after Diddy gets arrested and comes out after Diddy is sentenced. Is that really just a coincidence?
Y'all motherfuckers said I was a clone? You motherfuckers really thought I was a clone. Listen, I was having dinner at some eatery in Vegas, and I walk out and my daughter's behind me, and she overheard the dude go, that ain't that. That's a clone. Nigga Diddy got that nigga. That's a clone. That ain't Jamie Foxx. Look at that nigga, man. That ain't him. But I gotta tell you this, Atlanta, you can't clone this. I brought you too much original. It ain't enough clone juice in the world to clone me. I brought you this.
You do got a lot of freckles though.
Hey, for real though.
Where all those freckles come from?
Now I want to hear from you. Do you think this is all coincidence and internet myth-making? Or do you believe something bigger is happening in Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
And shout out Peeper, go over there and show him some love. It's your boy Jet Ski G. We back with another banger. Make sure you hit that like, hype, comment, and subscribe button. Let's get right into this. You know, I don't like to hold y'all. When it comes to Jamie Foxx, I don't know what to believe, because honestly, he doesn't look like him anymore. When it comes to our boy Jim Carrey, it's to the point where I don't want to believe it. But it's like everything is like, I'm like an energy guy, and I don't feel his energy. I don't hear him. I don't hear Jim anymore. You get what I'm saying? So I've never been a clone guy. Like all these years, you heard like, oh, Gucci Mane got cloned and Selena Gomez got cloned, and you're like, man. But with this Jim Carrey situation, it hit home because that's my guy. That's our guy. Come on, like, drop it in the comments. That's our guy. You know? So when I seen that and I seen the way he was acting, I was like, hold up. I know you like you pull up to the cookout. You get what I'm saying? Like, that ain't you. Who is this? It's like I have to re-meet this person. Who is this? And it was uncomfortable watching the new Jim Carrey. If this is who he is, you know, I think they're shooting the next Sonic. Who is this guy? They make one more Sonic movie. How we gonna do this? Because I'm gonna be looking at the movie, just watching you, trying to figure out what you're doing. Like, who is this guy? So I've been getting a lot of comments on the cloning, the Jim Carrey clone, and I've never been a big guy on the cloning, but I honestly just don't know who this person is. So y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. I see y'all comments and all that. That's why I'm making this video, doing this reaction. And I don't know what to make of it as much as you don't. It's blowing my mind. All right, so we're gonna have another update later on tonight. We'll talk about different things going on in the world, Epstein Files related. I'll catch y'all in that video. It's your boy Jet Ski G. If ain't nobody told you that I love y'all, you know I love y'all. I'm gonna drop another banger. It's gonna be right here. Click this video right here. I'll catch y'all in this video. I'm out, y'all.